You know what is sample space? Set containing all the possible outcomes is called a sample space. And what is the probability that getting number 6 intersection B is product of probability of A and probability of A given B occurred. Probability of A given that B occurred. The condition is B already occurred. So occurrence of A when B occurred is you roll 2 dice at a time, you will get 36 outputs. The outputs are 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. A doublet. Doublet means both same numbers. 1 1 I cannot take. Why I can't take 1 1? 1 is an odd number. Welcome to the session, dear students. Today I'll go ahead with the problems of probability. So now we'll take simple 1 or 2 mark problems. State multiplication theorem. See, according to multiplication theorem, P of A intersection B can be written as P of A into P of A into P of A by B. Means probability of both A and B is probability of A into probability of A given B is occurred. So we should assume first, let A and B be 2 events. A and B be 2 events. If A and B are 2 events of same experiment, then P of A intersection B is P of A into P of A by B. Or P of, or we can also write P of A intersection B can also be written as P of A into P of, if you write A outside, B by A. P of B by A. This is what I have written here. And one more form is P of A intersection B can also be written as P of B outside P of B into P of B A by B. A by B. If I write outside B, then by B. Here what is meant by A by B? Probability of A given B occurred. So this is the multiplication theorem. Because we can write intersection B as product of probability of A and probability of A given B occurred. Or probability of B into probability of A given B occurred. Next, what do you mean by conditional probability? Very important. So conditional probability. So let A and B be 2 events. I'll take 2 events A and B. They are the 2 events of a random experiment. Then probability of A given B occurred. Given B already occurred. B occurred is conditional probability. Is the conditional probability. Means B already occurred. And what is the probability of B? Conditional probability. So now we write this as P of A by B. How to read this? Probability of A given that B occurred. The condition is B already occurred. So probable occurrence of A when B occurred is P of A intersection B divided by P of B. Probability of A by B is probability of A intersection B by B. How to read this? Probability of A given B occurred. What is conditional probability? P of A by B. Probability of A given B occurred. If I give you, what is, how to read this? P of E by F means what? Probability of E given F occurred. Probability of E given F occurred. Then 2 coins are tossed. They are tossing 2 coins. What is the probability? Both are tails. What is the probability? Both are tails. Sample space. When you toss 2 coins, you may get both heads. Or you may get first one head, second one tail. Or you may get first one tail, second one head. Or you may get all tails. So I wrote sample space. And what is the probability? Both are tails. I will say event A getting both tails. Getting both tails. Both tails. How many such outputs are there? Only one output are there. So A is only one output is there. Tail. What is probability? You know, probability means favorable by total. Probability of A is number of elements in A divided by total number or number of elements in sample space. How many elements are there in A? 2 divided by total how many are there? 4. 2 by 4 is 1 by So total we have head, 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 tail, tail, head, tail, tail. So 4. So 2 by 4 or 1 by 2. This is the probability. So, sorry, favorable. How many are there here? TT is 1 output. Okay, now A is this. Probability of A is what? Number of elements in A by total. Number of elements in is 1 divided by total is 4. And this is a procedure. But as soon as you see, you can say probability means favorable. You have 1 favorable output out of total 4 favorable outputs. This is a probability. Probability is what? 1 by 4. What is probability? Number of favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. Next, 3 coins are tossed. What is the probability that they all fall heads? So when you toss 3 coins, what is the sample space? The sample space, you may get all 3 heads or any one tail. Head, head, tail, or head, tail, head, or tail, head, head, or any 2 tails. Head, tail, 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 head, tail, or tail, tail, head, or head, no, tail, tail, tail. 2 tails I have taken. THT, or all 3 tails. All 3 may get tails. Total you should get 8 outputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 outputs are there. So now all 3, see event A, I'll define event A as getting all 3 heads. Getting all 3 heads. All fall heads means, so now such output is only one such output you can see, H, H, H. So probability of A is number of elements in A divided by total number of elements in sample space. So we have only one such output, favorable output, all 3 heads, we have only one out of total how many? 8, 1 by 8. Probability means what? Favorable by total. Next, a die is thrown once. They roll a die or they'll throw a die once. What is the probability of getting number 6? So what is the sample space? When you roll a die, you may get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. You know what is sample space? Set containing all the possible outcomes is called a sample space. And what is the probability that getting number 6? So event E, I'll define it as getting 6. So how many such 6 are there? Getting 6. So favorable outcomes, you have 1 6 in the output. So what is probability of E? Probability E means getting number 6. Probability of E is number of elements in E divided by total. So number of elements in E is 1 out of total 6, 1 by 6. Probability of getting 6 is 1 over 6. Then 2 dice are thrown together. They are rolling 2 dice. And what is the probability of getting number 6? See, when you roll 2 dice, each time you get 2 outputs. See, number of elements, number of outcomes, use a shortcut, number of outcomes, one die if you roll, you get 6 outputs. Such 2 dice you are rolling, so 6 square. If you roll 3 times, 6 cube. So 6 square is 36 outputs you should get. So therefore, number of elements in sample space, you got it. Without writing, you can get. Or if you write the sample space will be in the form 1, 1, 1, 2, so on, like the 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, like 6, 6 tanka ella barita kutkolbeku. 36 outputs. It will become tedious to write. So 36 outputs. So probability of getting some 6. So event E I'll define getting some 6. So pick that output where getting some is 6. Getting some 6. So getting some 6 means I can club 1 with 5. If my one of the die shows 1 and the other die shows 5, 1, 5, 6, or you may get 2, 4, or you may get 3, 3, or you may get 4, 2, or you may get 5, 1, or you may get. Now, is there any other possibility? 1 with 5, 2 with 4, 3 with 3, 4 with 2, 5 with 1, that's it. So now, probability of E, probability of getting some 6 is equal to number of elements in the event E and total number of elements. So in event E, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 favorable outputs out of 36 outputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 5 or 2, 4 or 3, 3 or 4, 2 or 5, 1, that's it. So total 5 outputs out of 36. 5 by 36 is the probability. When you roll a die, you will get 6 outputs. When you roll 2 dice at a time, you will get 36 outputs. The outputs are 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, 2 1, 2 2, 2 2 3, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 3 6, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 6, 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 5 4, 5 6, 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5, 6 6. But you can't write all 36. So use this format. Similarly, when you toss a coin, you will have 2 outputs. 3 coins if you toss, 2 cube. 2 cube is what? 8 outputs like that. Next, 2 dice are thrown together. Again, they are rolling 2 dice. What is the probability of getting sum 10? All of you know, number of elements in sample space. 1 die if you roll, you will get 6 outputs. Such 2 dice you are rolling 6 square, 36 outputs. Number of elements. And outputs will be in what form? It starts with 1 1, goes on till what? 6 6. 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 1 3, like that till 6 6. 36 outputs will be there. Getting sum 10. So event A is getting sum 10. Getting sum 10. The sum should give you 10. So that is event E. Sum should be 10 means I can, with 1 and 6 is 7. We can't get. With 2 6 is 8. We can't get. 3 and 7, 10. Yes. 3 and 7 is 10. But in die we don't have 7. And 4 and 6. So 4 6 gives you 10. Or 5 gives you 10. Or 6 4 gives you 10. No other combination gives you 10. So therefore, because in die we'll have only 6 outputs. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. With 1 if I club 6, I'll get 7. I can't get 10. With 2, I can't get 10. With 3, I can't get 10. With 4, I can get 10. So probability of event E getting sum 10 is number of elements in E divided by total number of elements. So I have 3 out of 36. So that is divisible. 3 ones are 3 12s are 1 by 12 is the probability. Next, find the probability of getting a tail in throw of a coin. When you throw a coin or when you toss a coin, you will get 2 outputs, head, tail. So favorable is here. So probability means what? A getting a tail. Event A getting a tail. So getting a tail. Favorable outcome is 1. So set A contains 1 output, that is T. So probability of A is n of A divided by n of S. So 1 out of 2, 1 by 2. Directly favorable 1 out of total 2 outputs. Then we have, if there are 2 children in a family, find the probability that there is at least 1 girl child. There are 2 children in a family. What is the sample space? 2 children in a family, so both may be boys, or first boy and then girl, or first girl and then boy, or both may be girls. These are the possibilities. Do you agree or not? So there are 2 children. 2 children means what? Boy boy or boy girl or girl boy or girl girl. So now these are the possibilities. At least one child. So E, at least one girl. One girl means what? One or more girl. So here one girl is there. Here one girl. Here 2. So probability is what? 3 out of total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 by 5. At least one girl means one or more girl. So if I don't see, if I take boy girl and girl girl, then allow 2 by 3. But here first boy girl, then girl boy. So if I take this as 2 different cases, you'll have 3 by 5. 2 dice are rolled simultaneously. Find the probability of getting doublet of even numbers. Again, when you roll 2 dice, number of elements in sample space is 6 square, because 1 die gives you 6 and 6 square is 36, and outputs will be in what form? So 1 1, 1 2, so on. Similarly 2 1, 2 2, so on, 6 6. Doublet means both same numbers. So event A getting even doublets. Even doublets means 2, 2. I can't take 1, 1 because 1, 1 is a doublet. Doublet means both same numbers. 1, 1 I can't take. Why I can't take 1, 1? 1 is an odd number. 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6. Now P of A, probability of A is what? Number of elements in A divided by total number of elements in sample space. So 3 out of 36, that is 1 out of 12. Favorable, we have 3 even doublets, 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6. 1, 1 is a doublet, but it's an odd doublet, odd numbers. 3, 3, odd doublet, 5, 5, odd doublet. So I have 3 favorable out of 36 outputs. So 3 ones are 3 12s are 1 by 12. Then prove that P of A dash plus P of A. So they want you to prove that. What do they want you to prove? Probability of A complement plus probability of A, you should prove it is 1. Very simple. First I will take the basic. All of you know set theory. Sample space is universal set. Is A union A dash. When I combine A and its complement, I will get this. Now n of number of elements in sample spaces, number of elements in A are reverse, I will write. So A union A dash gives you sample space. A union A complement is universal set, but here in any probability experiment, yes, sample space is the universal set. So now I took A union A dash is yes. Now n of A union A dash is n of S. That is n of A plus n of A dash minus n of A intersection A dash. All of you know A intersection A dash will not have any elements. These two are disjoint. A and A complement will not have any common element. So this is 0. So I have n of A plus n of A dash is equal to, this is 0. So minus 0, leave it, n of S. Now further divide by n of S. Divide n of S on both sides. If I divide n of S on both sides, n of A by n of S plus again n of A by n of S is equal to n of S by n of S. That is n of A by n of S. You know n of n by n of S is P of A plus n of A by n of A dash, n of A dash by n of S is P of A dash. And these two cancels, n of S cancels, it is 1, hence the proof. So I took A union A complement gives you universal set. Here it is sample space. I will apply cardinal number, and A dash are disjoint, so this is gone. So hence the proof. Or we can also conclude like this. So directly I can take A union A dash is yes, n of A union A dash is n of S, and n of A union A dash is n of A union n of A dash. N of A dash is equal to n of S divided by what? N of S on both sides. N of A by n of S. I am not taking minus, plus n of A dash is equal by n of S divided by n of S by n of S. So all of you know this is 1 after cancelling. This is probability of A. This is probability of A dash. P of A plus A dash or P of A dash plus A is what? 1. Then we have a bag contains 8 red balls. So in a bag there are 8 red balls and white balls, 5 white balls. There are 5 white balls and white balls. In a single draw of 3 balls, you have to take 3 balls. Draw how many balls? 3 balls you have to take. What is the probability of drawing all 3 white balls? All 3 white balls. Now first total number of getting 3 balls. Total number of ways of drawing 3 balls. Total number of ways of drawing balls. How many ways you can draw balls? Total how many balls are there? 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. Out of 13 you should select how many? 3. So out of 13 balls, 3 balls can be selected in 13C3 ways. I am using concept of combination. So total 8 red balls, 5 white balls, put together 13 total balls are there. In that I have to draw 3 balls. Out of 13 balls, 3 balls can be drawn in 13C3 ways. All of you know NCR. What is NCR? Out of N, selecting R. So now this is total number of ways. And drawing 3 white balls. How many ways you can draw? Number of ways of drawing 3 white balls. How many ways of drawing 3 white balls? So how many white balls you have? 5 white balls. Out of 5 white balls, 3 white balls can be drawn in 5C3 ways. So probability is what? Favorable by total. Probability is favorable by total. So favorable is what? 5C3. Total is what? 13C3. You can leave it. Or if you want, you can expand. 5C3 by 13C3. So I hope all of you understood the problems of probability. So please go through all these things and revise and attend my next session. Thanks for attending. Thank you.